Dawn has found some Anna Lee Christmas figures. These are vintage. We've put some of these on eBay before. I believe we've sold some in the past. She's going to, of course, try to make a deal for everything if she can. We are at the Long Beach Antique Market. This is a great retro-themed kind of swap meet flea market. We're having a good time. We're trying to make some deals. We're going to meet up with our friend Charlie, FleaCon, here in a few. There's a lot of music playing in the background. That's why I'm doing a voiceover. I'd much prefer you guys to hear the actual interaction, but I'm going to do a voiceover. She brought over this gentleman. He wanted $7 on this figure right here. Not terrible, but we definitely want more margin. Dawn offered something on all of it, or actually she asked how much for all of it, and then he said 70, quickly came down to 60. We ultimately passed. This is the kind of stuff we probably could have made a few dollars on, but I mean, we want to get it at about 2 or 3 per unit and not at 5 or 6. So ultimately, we're going to pass on it. But we did ask. We were going to try to buy it all, but unfortunately, we just couldn't get a deal done. Vintage Christmas stuff is hot right now, and honestly, all year round, if you find the right kind of stuff, it will sell super fast. We find it from time to time, from season to season, and typically we will sell it well before Christmas if we get it in the summer or something like that. So we found Charlie, and we already found something great. These are 3 disposable Hello Kitty cameras from the 90s. We actually already have these listed for $225 plus shipping. They're super rare. We've already started making a pile. I had some film before this, but somehow lost it on my GoPro. So we are mid-pick here. We're making a big pile, and we're going to try to buy it all from him. It definitely pays to make friends in this industry. I've known Charlie for years and years. He's been somebody that we followed each other on Instagram for quite a while, on TikTok as well. And he's a great dude. Always gives out great deals. So if you're in the LA area at the Rose Bowl or Long Beach, check out his stuff. He'll give you a great deal. Tell him I sent you. He'll give you a great deal, I'm sure. These are some cool 80s, or actually 90s Lion King items. That's a light switch cover. That's dope. Right now, we're kind of just picking the stuff we dig. There's a lot of money to be made in this booth, especially when you can get a bulk lot like we're going to get. But right now, we're just kind of picking out the stuff we love to flip. This is actually a 1980 Hoth playset. I believe it's from 1980. Super cool. He got that a little bit ago. It's valuable. Look out for that. A lot of times you're going to find the 1970s and 80s figures, and they're not worth as much, the Star Trek, as you might think. But the playsets, they're hard to find, oftentimes incomplete, and can be worth some good money. Picking out a few action figures from this pile. This one I hadn't seen before. It's worth like $3 or $4, not big money, but this was cool. The one I'm about to pick up, it is a 1990s Shaq, kind of like really cool action figure with a Dick Tracy stand. I'm going to show it to you here in a second. I'm actually going to get this Shaq figure and more than likely keep it for myself. It's vintage 90s, and it was something that I would have definitely wanted when I was a kid. I may end up selling it. I sell everything eventually, but it's probably going to sit on my desk or in my background in my videos for at least a little while before I decide to move on with it. I'm sure a lot of you know, but this is a great bolo right here. This bag Dawn is looking at is a Loungefly. If you've gone to any theme parks recently, Disney World, Universal Studio, they just make them everywhere. This one is probably from maybe Hot Topic or Universal Studios. It is a Harry Potter Hufflepuff backpack. We're just going to put that in the pile, and then we're going to come up with a pretty good number at the end, so stay tuned for that to see how well we did. But we sold this in our Whatnot auction to the NC Picker for $34 plus shipping. We were finding so many great pop culture items in this booth. I'm covering up one of the cool ones right now, a Hulk Hogan 1985 teddy bear, I believe. We also got that cool Tarzan elephant plush. This is a modern Mosquitor He-Man figure. That's about $15 or $20 plus shipping. Dawn finds something pretty cool right here, a set or just 4 different Disney character crayon sets from the 1990s. One was Aladdin. Pretty neat. You really can't go wrong here. There's so much cool stuff to get. There's actually one little bin that Dawn found where she just grabbed the whole bin and put it in there because she wanted everything. I love this kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys like Dixie cup stuff. I don't know why I do, but these are vintage, 1990s Aladdin Dixie cups. Not completely full, but I think there's a market for that. We're going to pick that up and put it in the bundle. When you're bundling, you can take more chances, kind of like when you're at the Goodwill bins, because you're going to pay so little per item. I love magazine stuff. You've seen a couple times in the last week me picking up magazine type stuff. This is Michael Jackson, Prince, Mike Tyson, just like a little set of 4. I can sell those, or 5. I can sell those in a group on eBay and do well. So we're definitely going to pick those up. Cool pieces of Americana. Charlie was telling us about this because we didn't even notice. If you open this up, you can see all the Harry Potter emblems and stuff in it. This is a Harry Potter clutch. We're definitely going to pick that up. When we can get a good bundle deal like this, we're going to pick up as much Harry Potter and Disney stuff that we dig as possible. In classic Carrie fashion, I knocked something over. Here it comes rolling back to me. This is a cool 1990s Genie Aladdin cup. I'm always doing stuff like this everywhere I go. Now is the time to start tallying everything up. I'm telling you, we got a ton of stuff from Charlie, and he always hooks us up with a great deal. That's an awesome 1990s Lisa Simpson, some more Simpson stuff. He has a ton of Simpson stuff. He just got a big collection. We just picked out a few this time through. He had some on the card stuff. Like that. That was interesting. That just fell down. That was a crash test dummy one that actually is off the card. But even the vehicle right there that I'm pointing at, if the vehicle, without the card or anything, will get you about 30 or 40 bucks. But I have the card and everything else, so I probably can get about 40 or 50 plus shipping. This was the bin I was talking about earlier that Dawn liked pretty much everything that was in it, so she just grabbed it all. A lot of different pin backs, a lot of Loot Crate stuff, some watches. It's going to be a good bin. We're going to make a decent amount of money on that small bin alone. Unfortunately, with the music in the background, we couldn't get the negotiation, much like most of the conversations we had today, but we got a really good deal. We filled that whole brown box right there, and then we had even more stuff beyond that. We paid $250 total for all of the stuff that you saw. We're going to make our money back just on the cameras and probably that crash test dummy and one other random item after fees, and then all the rest will be on Whatnot and a little bit on eBay, and we're going to make a decent profit. And I hope Charlie did well as well. He's a great guy. Definitely go check him out if you're in the California area. He's always happy to make great deals, and he's a great, great fellow reseller. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Having good relationships and good connections with fellow resellers will pay out for you in the end big time. A lot of times people, when they start, they don't want to tell people they're resellers. They don't want to tell their family. They don't want to talk and communicate with fellow resellers at the Goodwill or at the swap meet or at garage sales. But I'm going to tell you, definitely let people know you're a reseller, including fellow resellers. They're going to look for stuff a lot of times that you like, and then you can look for stuff that they like. We can all help each other out and grow. Charlie gave us a great deal, and we really, really appreciate it. And it was a good day overall at the Long Beach Antique Market. Just wanted to give a quick update on the Pendleton blanket that Dawn found yesterday at the Goodwill bins. It was an awesome find, definitely our find of the day. We estimated like $100 to $250, and Dawn's right, it's probably worth more like $200 to $250 until she discovered something today when she was going to list it that we didn't notice. It's limited edition. They only made 2,000 of them. There's one currently on eBay right now for $475. I think it's possible now that we could get up to about that, $400, maybe up to $475. But we probably will end up doing better than the $200 to $250 that we initially thought. So that was a good day. Just going to the bins, $1.89 a pound, and we found that it was about 4 pounds. So we paid about $7 for that, all said and done. And it's going to be a major, major sale for us.